I don't know if you saw this, Barnes, but tragedy when a radio host was killed in that Kansas City mass shooting.
I did. That was awful.
Yeah, local radio host, Free Range Radio KKFI, Lisa Lopez Galvin, killed when the gunman opened fire. She was the host of Taste of Tejano on the station. Her son and two cousins were also reportedly injured in the shooting. So senseless. The whole thing, it's just watching it unfold. And all of the videos that are still out there, it's crazy.
What is wrong with people? Just flipping. If you're going to be a psycho, go be alone.
Just so freaking tragic. Marvel officially announced the cast of their Fantastic Four reboot. They did it on Valentine's Day. Big cast, Barnes. Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby is the Invisible Woman. Joseph Quinn is the Human Torch. Ebon Moss-Backrack from, The Bear. He is the Thing. Yeah, if you could recognize Joseph as Eddie from Stranger Things, Ebon from Richie the Bear. It's a group of superheroes who gain their powers from cosmic rays during a mission in space. Hitting theaters July 25th, 2025.
They need a hit so badly.
I'm just wondering if this is it because,
I don't know.
Pedro Pascal is just so on fire right now.
I know, but that Ford, that doesn't hit me like wow. I mean, I know he's big, but man, they need it.
We'll see.
Badly.
Still talking about the reunion of Jon Stewart and The Daily Show. It brought a lot of viewers back to the program. Huge. First night, like almost 1 million viewers. And then, of course, it was re-aired and simulcast on a lot of the Paramount networks, including CMT, MTV, Paramount Networks, Pop, MTV2, TV Land, bringing in way over 1 million viewers. Good for Jon Stewart. I think people are honestly excited that he's back.
Isn't it crazy to think about 1 million viewers, they get excited on cable? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, we do as well where I work, but...
yeah, it's just crazy to think that the numbers you see like with the Super Bowl or with any big show. It's crazy to know that cable, I would think it would be more even now because we all look at it all as just a different channel or outlet. Jennifer
Lopez and Ben Affleck, remember they first met in 2003 in the movie Geely.
Gross.
I know you watched that movie. Universally panned and considered by many to be one of the worst movies ever. Well, they also filmed 2004's Jersey Girl together, but they have not co-starred in a film since then. I mean, of course not. But would they ever do a movie together again? She did this video for Variety. She's kind of revisiting many of her movies. And then when Geely came up, the interviewer said, would the couple ever work on another film together? Here's what she said.
No, don't. Just stop.
Woo-hoo.
Stop her.
I don't know, in the right thing, maybe. On the right thing. I mean, we love working together and being together, so maybe.
I just don't. The world, she's the problem.
I love her.
It's not him.
She's flawless.
Okay.
She's flawless. Talking about couples working together, we had played Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton have that new song together, Purple Irises. Gwen was on with Kimmel. She said, actually, Kelly Clarkson motivated her to make music again.
I basically wanted to put music out, and I got really jealous because Kelly Clarkson actually texted me during quarantine, and I'm like sitting there, cleaning toilets, doing the dinner, like all this homeschool. And she's sending me all these songs she's writing. I'm like, wait a minute, like when? Like, how are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like when, so that got me like thinking, I want to make music.
Well, it took that to make her want to make music?
I was really shocked when I heard that.
It should just be in her.
I know. Kelly's such a motivator and inspiration.
Okay.
People are losing their minds in my genre about Beyonce doing this country album. She kind of hijacked the announcement during the Super Bowl. Her producer, Killa B, was flat out asked if she would work with Taylor Swift, if they would collaborate on the upcoming album. Now, while he didn't give a hard yes to the questions, he didn't exactly say no.
You guys going to have to wait and see. Let's just say she is on the approach of shocking the world. I'll let your imagination decide what that is.
Why would Taylor work with Beyonce? Why would she even bother?
I do not know. I think Beyonce, she did sort of collaborate with Rhiannon Giddens, has like this banjo at the beginning of one of her songs. We'll see. Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone but me.
Have you seen the cover of Rolling Stone with Kristen Stewart?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Wow, wearing nothing but this open leather vest and a jock strap with her hand down her pants. That along with her mullet making a pretty strong statement. What is that statement? She told the magazine, quote, "I want to do the gayest effing thing you've ever seen in your life. If I could grow a little mustache, if I could grow an effing happy trail and unbutton my pants, I would."
Why?
She also talks about starting a family with her fiancé, Dylan Meyer. Sounds like she's serious about it. Quote, "I don't know what my family is going to look like, but there's no effing way that I don't start acquiring kids." Acquiring kids.
Oh, she's going to do like,
I really want that to
Brad
happen.
Pitt and Angelina? She's going to,
Acquire.
acquire, like adopt?
I actually think it's one of the more interesting covers they've had in a while on Rolling Stone.
No, it's definitely, I saw it and I was like, what happened to her? I don't know what she was trying to do.
Yeah, she was making a statement, definitely making a statement. So, Barnes, did you happen to see Travis Kelce at the parade?
Oh, did I? And I bring it to you.
Wow.
This is the most troubling, that was a very sad day later in the day. Awful with that shooting. Prior to that, this happened up on stage. So the whole team is up on stage and he has the mic and he's wearing like a big wrestling belt buckle.
Yeah.
And he's obviously hammered. And he decides to start leading the crowd in a song. Now, notice at the beginning, the crowd kind of is like they're going to maybe start up, but it's so bad that they even back off. And then they try to start playing the song on the huge speakers to make him stop. And Patrick Mahomes even tries to grab the mic at one point. It's that bad. Enjoy this 1 minute of Garth Brooks' Friends in Low Places, Travis's version. Was that what you call it? Taylor's version?
Travis's version, yes.
This is everyone's drunk in nightmare.
My roots, I sold up in booze and ruined the Niners affair. The last one to know, we were the last one to show, we were the last one they thought they'd see there. And I saw the surprise, that fear in their eyes. And when we took that glass of champagne, Pat took that glass of champagne, I promise you. When I took, and I toasted you.
So here comes Patrick Mahomes trying to take the mic. There are a lot of people
out of control.
Okay, so here comes Mahomes.
Only we do what I never. What? I got friends in love. It will be okay.
There are thousands of people there.
That was embarrassing.
That's who should have been arrested earlier in the day.
Wow.
That, man, seriously bad.
Well, Taylor Swift keeps cashing in on that blockbuster Eras tour. Disney is paying her more than $75 million to stream Taylor Swift, the Eras tour on Disney Plus worldwide.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And of course, that tour's grossed over, we're getting into the billions here. It's pretty crazy.
What can she possibly do with all that money? Seriously, I guess she'll do another...
Fly from Tokyo to the States to go to, I don't know.
Well, then
I
she
wonder
gets
how much that was.
Yelled at for all the gas and all the fuel usage. Yeah. But I guess her crew is going to get another big-ass bonus this year.
So there may be another budding romance outside of Taylor and Travis. Have you heard about Kim Kardashian and Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yes, I have. Is it confirmed?
Apparently growing, quote-unquote, close. Taking it slow and keeping it to themselves.
I don't know how she stayed with Kanye that long. Have you seen him just unhinged in the...
Unhinged. I really have to, I have to hand it to her for that.
She kept it together, I guess, for the kids, but he is just a loose cannon. All these people are getting footage of him in airports where he's yelling about his social media. If you don't like it, F you, just F off. And he is vile.
Some more Super Bowl stuff. Matt Damon opening up about his little small, memorable contribution to Ben Affleck's Dunkin' campaign. I still love that commercial. I really do.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. The clip featuring appearances from, Jack Harlow, Fat Joe, ending with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon looking despondent as they exit. And then you hear Damon go, "Remember when I told you I would do anything for you? This is anything." Well, he was on The Late Show this week. He said that was an ad lib. He literally ad libbed that, and they just kept it in there. That's cool. Barnes, he also hinted about a new Bourne movie.
I understand there's something you'd like to tell everybody right now.
No details have been given to me. No, there's a great director named Edward Berger who directed All Quiet on the Western Front. I don't know if you saw it. It came out recently.
Fantastic film.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And German director, he's wonderful, and he said he had an idea.
Well, are you excited to be working with him?
I would love to work with him. So he's working on it. So I'm as anxious as you are to see if this thing is. I hope it's great and that we can do it.
I would love that. When was the last time he played Bourne? It's been a long time.
Yeah, those movies are so great.
They're so good. I've been sort of raving about The Greatest Night in Pop, which is on Netflix, the making of We Are the World, just about how they got all those superstars in one room with no handlers. They didn't have entourages. And then they were up all night making that song. It's really, if you haven't seen it, I love it. I think it's really interesting. But listen to this. Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits got more than 60 artists to contribute to a new charity single that will benefit Britain's Teenage Cancer Trust and Teen Cancer America. This lineup, Barnes, is insane. You ready for this?
Can it top We Are the World?
David Gilmour, Slash, Eric Clapton, Pete Townsend, Ron Wood, Brian May, Joan Jett, Nile Rodgers, Joe Bonamassa, Sheryl Crow, Alex Lifeson, Ry Cooder, Peter Frampton, Steve Cropper, Tom Morello, Keith Urban, Joe Satriani, Joe Walsh. That's just to name a few.
That's pretty huge. Not a lot of singers there, though.
They also got the late Jeff Beck to play on it, too. And if that's not enough, Sting plays bass. Ringo Starr and his son Zach Starkey are on drums. And Roger Daltrey plays the harmonica.
Well, who will sing?
It doesn't say. It's the remake of the 1983 instrumental Going Home. So it's an instrumental.
Okay.
And it's actually coming out pretty soon, March 15th.
That helps, because I was getting concerned with the amount of guitar power.
There was a lot of guitar power. And I couldn't tell if, they were all in the room at the same time. That's why I was saying maybe they just sort of contributed, in a studio somewhere and just, sent a file. You know what I mean?
It sounded like an Eagles lineup for a minute with 75 guitarists all across the front of the stage.
I don't know if you saw this story. Snoop and Master P are suing Walmart and the cereal brand Post Foods for allegedly conspiring to hide Snoop's cereal. Did you see the story?
No.
I guess the cereal launched in Walmart stores last year. The suit claiming that customers complained they could no longer find it a few months later. So when Walmart's website showed the cereal to be completely sold out everywhere, some store employees found boxes of it hidden in a stockroom. Both Post and Walmart say they did nothing wrong, with Post going so far as to say that, quote, consumer demand did not meet expectations.
Yeah. I was going to say, said no one. Hey, I can't find Snoop's cereal. No one. Ever.
I have a story for you.
Oh.
Guess who was almost cast in 1985's Back to the Future as Doc Brown?
Who?
Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo.
What?
This is crazy. He has gone on to score lots of movies and TV shows. You knew that, right?
Yes.
I mean, he did Rugrats, Pee-wee's Playhouse, What We Do in the Shadows, and the Wes Anderson films Rushmore and the Royal Tenenbaums. One of the most iconic movies. In this interview he did at the Sundance Film Festival, he was promoting the new documentary, Devo. He spoke about the time Steven Spielberg and Robert Zemeckis tried to cast him as Doc Brown.
Why wouldn't he do it?
He's like, I wasn't interested in being an actor in somebody else's film because I really don't know how to act.
Oh, well, that...
I remember leaving there being so bummed out. I thought I was going to score Back to the Future. That would have been great. Anyway, at least Christopher Lloyd got a career out of it.
Yeah, no kidding. But Steven Spielberg is asking you means he must see something in you.
That's what I thought.
Just roll with it, baby.
Is Heather a big Sex and the City fan?
Not that I know of.
Well, guess what? It's going to have its first run on Netflix in April.
I'm kidding. She is. I was saying that just to hope that it would channel it out of the radio and not into her ears. I don't need any more from her.
Well, then don't tell her Repeats, which have been running on cable, will remain available on Warner Brothers Discovery streamer Max. But coming to Netflix. Everything's coming to Netflix.
When I say I don't need any more from her, I'm talking about Sarah Jessica Parker, by the way, not my wife. just to keep,
I'm
sanctity.
very happy. And speaking of that, one of the most iconic and expensive pieces of Carrie Bradshaw's iconic wardrobe just sold for $52,000.
Yeah.
The skirt that she wears in the opening credits of Sex and the City, very iconic. It was in one of those, those big auction houses. Yeah, the winning bid, $52,000. That is your celebrity sleaze.